it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. I'm trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need. But there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name. And all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night.
Hello and welcome to Ketter Farms. How is everyone doing this fine Tuesday evening? Hopefully well. I getting started right on time. I actually thought that I was going to be a couple minutes late today, so I'm excited to actually make it on time to my own live stream. Crazy times. How is everyone? We got quite a few of the staff team in chat today. Moderators, Living on a Player, Faber Farming, Stranded Kansas. Nice to see you guys. Old Man Jeb, good to see you for the second time today. How's it going? John Deere Man, Ryan, good to see you guys. Glenn, how's it going? Godly Devil in the house, good to see you, man. So today we are going to be jumping back into Middleburgh here and trying to continue on with our survival series here. Pleasant View Farms with the several extra mods for me here in the last week. So we'll hopefully have a couple of new things that we're showing off today. But we'll see how it goes. We've got to find the money to afford the equipment. We are going to be struggling, I think, to handle all the things that we need to do on the farm here because we've got not a lot of equipment. So without further ado, I think everything is loaded up here. Let's go ahead and see if we can switch on over to the game view. Polycount Taz to the stream, sir. Always good to see you. And we'd love it if the game showed up here. That'd be a good addition. Hello, game. Apparently, Farming Simulator has crashed. Shock and surprise. We had the game open here earlier tonight, and it was working fine. So I don't think it's the patch. Hopefully it's just a glitch. Bear with me one moment here while we start things back up a second time. Let's find a different button while this loads up. My OBS stream probably puttered out there for a moment while the game was crashing. I think everything just kind of froze. So bear with me, folks. I had it all loaded up in the background and ready to go. and I don't know what went wrong. Wouldn't be a stream without a handful of issues, though. We did update 2 mods right before the stream, which is always a bad idea. We never should update mods before streams. Okay. I think we've got everything turned back on. Let's try this again. I'm going to go ahead and make this switch while it's loading. Should be good. There we go. We've got a game screen. The patch needs to be patched. I won't lie. That was definitely last patch, right? The patch needed a patch for the game to be a bit playable here. So we'll see how this goes. Not the first stream that you've seen a game crash at the start of the stream. Exactly. Oh, goodness. Wrong glass. Argsy Gaming Man, good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. And yeah, for those that don't know, I was the guest streamer over on the official Farming Simulator YouTube channel this afternoon. It was a lot of fun to get to talk to Kermit for a little while. And yeah, so if you're interested, go check that out. We talked a little bit about my background and experience, but also kind of thoughts and, you know, what we want to see out of Farm Sim 22 and future games. So it was a lot of fun sitting there and getting a chance to talk to Kermit one-on-one. So let's see here. Yeah, there you go. That's a great question. We should ask Nitrodad if he's going to release a Firstburg and a Lastburg map. We got to get all the burgs in. So we left off last time having just finished up the tillage on our own farm here, and I can't recall what kind of settings we've got on our game here. It looks like everything's turned on. And so the next thing we would normally need to do to our fields, because I kind of want to get our fields in a good state before we start gallivanting around the map looking for work to do. We need to figure out how we're going to plow these fields up. And one of the things that we've acquired since last stream is a nice little minimum till, you know, like a chisel here that's going to help us out from a tillage perspective. But we don't quite have enough money for it yet. And we can't take out any more of a loan with the rules that we've got set up. However, we've also gotten a couple of other new things here. And so I love this Westfield auger. Actually, the Westfield auger is really appropriate given the AGI expansion that just came out. However, we're kind of in a older school methodology here on this playthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this Westfield because it's worth actually quite a bit. And I don't usually like to do this with these kind of saves, but BC Bueller was kind enough to send over the 2 older school style augers that he's got coming out here hopefully soon. And so we've got the John Deere. This is more of a smaller unloading style auger. And then we've got a Versatile, which I think is going to be plenty big enough to get up into the top of these bins. And so I'm going to pick up one of these instead, partly because it's quite a bit cheaper. And that's going to give us enough money to also pick up this chisel plow that we need, because we really need to do some tillage on this save. And so those 2 things together are going to put us in a pretty good spot. And honestly, I'm just kind of interested to check those out. So we've already experienced that, unfortunately, our pickup can't seem to hook up to things like augers and stuff, because what I'd really like to do is run our pickup up there to bring the auger back up to the farm. But since that's not an option, I think we'll take the farm all down and get the auger, and then we'll take the Alice Chalmers up and get the chisel plow with it. And that's the plan. And we don't really have anything that we need to put into the bins at this point, at least. We might do some harvest contracts once we move the clock forward a little bit, and that'll allow us to maybe get some more crops and have a little bit of extra to put in the bin. And so we'll see how that goes. Now, I am seeing YouTube complaining just a little bit about bandwidth right now, so I'm going to keep my eye on that. If it starts getting really choppy, let me know. And yeah, Pleasant View Farms, we're going to have to put the duals back on if we're going to be doing some chisel plowing. For sure. Mr. Simulation, welcome to the stream, sir. I actually got a chance to take a look at your map here the other night, so I've got a video in progress on that map there, sir. So hopefully I will get some feedback to you in the next day or so here. My schedule got all kinds of booked up this week. Legendary, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see ya. Hopefully things are going well for you. I know you've been crazy busy now that spring is in full swing here, or practically summer now, I suppose. And I forgot that this tractor only goes 18 miles an hour. We should have probably taken that into consideration when we got things started. That's all right. Just looking up at my YouTube stats, it looks like it's still complaining just a little bit. Well, you guys let me know if the stream seems to be having any problems on your end. I would definitely be curious. I know, 2 streams in one day, Dairy Dear. It's a little rough. My voice will hopefully hold out here tonight, though. We took it pretty easy this afternoon. Yeah, Pleasant View Farms, it was funny, as I meant to go in before the stream and just edit it, so that we didn't have to take the slow trip up to the shop here for some of the simpler implements, but I just forgot. I didn't get the chance to do it ahead of the stream here, so... I did this last stream too, I think. This is not our driveway, but we're gonna cut through the parking lot. And yeah, we're definitely dropping a few frames, it looks like. So give me a moment to see if I can free up some bandwidth. When you're trying to find your kids on Discord, that's how you know you're old. It's the easiest way to get a hold of my my oldest. There we go. All right, folks. Hopefully, things stop buffering quite so bad here in just a moment. Yeah, that was my get off of the internet while I'm streaming ping to the kid. You'd think he'd be happy I'm down to only streaming 1 night a week. Back when I was trying to do it 3 nights a week, he got grumpy that I was using up all of his available time. You'd think it'd work better. We've got gigabit internet, but that upload speed always gets you. And he's always on Discord doing video chats with like 6 of his friends, so it eats up the bandwidth surprisingly fast some days. So we've got this nice auger. This one's nice and long, actually. I think this might even be a little bit longer than the Westfield. Maybe not. I think the Westfield might be a 71. This is a 61. Let's take a quick look. I'm kind of curious. Once we get it up there for comparison's sake, yeah, so this is a 71. Oh, this is only a 54. So in theory, this should still work. We've got some pretty small bins. We'll get this right on up there. The truck that I'm using did not hook up to the gravity wagons or the auger, I'm pretty sure. We drove it down here and nothing seemed to work. Now, I'm also curious to see what kind of contracts we're going to be able to take out on this server or on this playthrough, because we're definitely going to be looking for a little bit of contract work to make a couple dollars here. My hope is to pay off some of our loan before we progress to the next month. If I just look through here, it looks like we've got a single harvesting contract and a spraying contract, but we don't have a sprayer yet, so we might be able to do those oats. That was really close to being an accident, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. Adam, you prefer the pit and leg over the auger? Yeah, like in real life farming, I'd probably agree with you. In fact, that's what we had. We had a nice grain leg set up on our farm. But I felt like with the smaller farm setup that we've got going here, it'd be a little bit more fun to start off with some older, smaller setups and work our way up to something a little bit more modern. And my game sound seems to be pretty low right now. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm looking at both my own audio as well as the in-game audio here. It might just be that this international is pretty quiet. The sound is definitely working. Let me see if we can bump this up just a smidge. That would probably be what's causing it. We'll do something like that and see if we can bring the vehicle volume out just a little bit. I love when I can hear the tractors. Oh my goodness, we're off into the trees here because we were looking at the menus. Let's see if we can get back onto the trail here. There we go. Adam, you could never line them up. Not too bad. Lining them up in at least in Farm Sim 22, I find the cameras work pretty good. Ooh, do we have the crash counter set up tonight? Let me double check that. We need to find the button for the crash counters for sure. My Stream Deck is on the wrong settings here. If we Alt-Tab out, I can switch the modes real quick. There we go. And just like that, we should be up and working. Let's see if it does. And nope. I don't know. There. Oh, there it is. Well, we took 2 crashes for that. We'll take the penalty. Yeah, the crash counter made it into the community spotlight stream. That was definitely appropriate. It's always interesting to interact in kind of a different community setting. Something like, you know, the official Farm Sim channel, or when we stream like with FSG or ArcZ and stuff. You know, you get a different audience than, you know, your standard audience sometimes, and so it can always be fun and interesting to see what people think about things that have become kind of commonplace for us here on the channel. I think what I want to do is I'm going to put this auger over here for this one, and then we'll be able to pull through. I'm really hoping that this is going to get high enough, because I'm going to be very sad if this doesn't end up working with these bins. Now, I've got a different bin pack that I could put on here, but I really don't want to redo bins at this point, and these are not that large of a bin. There we go. It's definitely hard to see. Once I set this down, that's going to pop back up for me just a little bit, so I think this is just going to work. We'll give it a shot. That looks, whoops, that looks pretty good. And then I've got the auger point down there, it looks like, which is an interesting spot for it. I've usually always seen them up on the middle part of the auger more, so this will be interesting to see how we hook up here, especially with the manual attach for the first time on this new auger. We're gonna do it from up above, see if I can guesstimate that distance there. Nope. Oh, I'm in the auger here. There we go. We can unfold it like so. But how do I hook the tractor up to it? I might just be a little bit too close. So let's pull away a little bit. I might, oh no, I was worried I was gonna have to turn off manual attach, but that worked. And then there we go. See? No problem. It's all hooked up appropriately for manual attach and good to go. So we're gonna leave that there. I think we're gonna have something to put into here at some point. If not, well, it's a great looking auger and we got it all set up. And I think we've actually got this thing is possibly turned on right now. Something's definitely running still. I don't know what it is. We're gonna let it go though, because oh, it's this tractor. Why is this tractor not able to be shut off? Maybe it's because we have it hooked up to the thing. I don't know. All right, we're gonna just disconnect it though for the time being. We went to all that trouble to hook it up, but it wouldn't turn off for whatever reason while all hooked up. Hey, Ja, this is Middleburgh by Nitrodad. And so we started this last live stream, and we're going to be doing a little bit of tillage tonight to start things off. And so we've got to go pick up this piece of tillage equipment here real quick. This tractor is a mite bit faster than the previous one. So we'll get up here, get this new piece of tillage equipment, this little chisel plow that we've got. And we'll see about, whoa, seeing if we can stay on the road apparently. We'll see if we can get this tillage done tonight and move on to some contracts. I don't want to be stuck doing just the one thing all night here, but we'll see how it goes. Bow Hunter, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see you. Toby, good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. Had a lot of fun on the live stream with the Giants today during the community spotlight. It's cool to get to do those kind of things. I was honestly, kind of humbled and surprised that Kermit reached out to me. They'd only done a handful of these so far, so, I feel like a relative nobody in the grander scheme of Farm Sim YouTube space. So it was really cool to see that. I'm not even on a public road yet. We're still on private property, so I don't need the flashers until we get to the highway, right? Technically, this entire dirt road is my private drive because my mailbox is at the end of it, I think. Do you need a weight for the tillage? That's a great question. Man, we're bouncing all over the place here with the driveway here. That's a good question. Do we have a weight on the front of this? I don't even know. I think I've got weights on the front of the Alice Chalmers here. Whoa. We better watch where we're going. Whoa, there's a car coming. We're just looking for those crash counters tonight. What I do need to do is toss the duals on, though. We probably should have done that before we drove down here, but we'll get them when we get back up to the farm here. Nick Stegman, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see ya. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. And 7 months. Well, appreciate the support there. It's one of those things that I did a lot of thinking today during the live stream and after, just about, you know, all the stuff with YouTube here and how long it's been going on. And it's crazy how long we've been going here in the community and all of the support from everybody in the community. Much appreciated. Living on a player with the jokes here as usual. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and get this hooked up, and then I've got the duals back up at the yard, I think. There we go. This thing should road pretty good. It's not a overly heavy piece of tillage equipment here, but it should work pretty good on our little farm here. I think we're gonna be able to hopefully knock our acres out here pretty quick. See if I can... Oh, we caught the hedge. My goodness. It's bound to happen. Vintage Farmer, welcome to the stream there, sir. This chisel, I'm not sure if this has been released yet, but I know Pleasant View Farms has plans to release it at some point here. He's been kind enough to send over a few mods that he has work in progress. And we've been playing around with quite a few mods that he's been working on converting or modifying here for FS22. And I'm gonna alt-tab for just a second here. My one of my windows just got pushed behind a different one for a second. Here we go. I can't read chat so well when it disappears on me there. Apologies, folks. All right, there we go. Mr. Simulations has an update coming for the map. Nice. Looking forward to it, sir. Mayor Farms, welcome to the stream, man. You've got a small farm sim and real life channel. Very nice. Lots of different small upcoming content creators in the community. Always exciting to see more and more people getting into it, for sure. Those springs are a pain in real life. Yeah. We actually used to have a small chisel kind of like this. It didn't have the cutting disc on the front there, but it was all kinds of problems trying to fix those springs when they would inevitably break for some reason or another. G2 Tanner, welcome to the stream. Appreciate the kind words. Francis, I have not played Hunter Call of the Wild. I know a lot of the people in the community have, though. Hey, Nathan, welcome to the stream, man. All right, so before we jump into this field and start tilling things up, we're gonna run this right up here to the shop. In reality, I could do this anywhere, but, you know, we've got to keep with just a little bit of the role play element here. We'll stop on up here at our little shed here and see if I can figure out how to toss these duals back on. Now, we've got our handy workshop window here somewhere. There we go. And we're going to customize this thing with our rear duals. It shouldn't cost us anything because we had them on before. There we go. And I might need to rehook up our tillage tool here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hey, it's Farm Sim Jim. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Good to see you again. Oh, this is going to be perfect. It's more than a little wider than our duals. This is going to pull well. Hemo, where do you find the cultivator packs? So this chisel plow that I'm using now, plus some of the cultivators that I have here in the save, are all things that Pleasant View Farms has been working on, making sure our fence isn't up here. And so definitely check him out. I think Pleasant View Farms, did you start up an itch.io page? I think you did. He was posting them in my Discord server for a little while. But I think he's upgraded himself to an itch.io page at this point. So I would definitely go and check that out. If you're interested in some of this older school equipment, I know the Alice Chalmers tractors are released there. And then he's got a few other pieces of equipment in the works. And I do not have GPS. I should have sprung for the GPS. We can't afford GPS. I need $15,000 for GPS. We might spring for an old GPS unit for this Alice Chalmers here before we're too far, because my ability to drive straight is not so hot. But I'm liking having a chisel plow to use for the plow. This is going to work out really well to knock out the tillage that we do need to do here. If I had a GPS, I could do some skip rows and stuff, but we're not so fancy without it, so we're not going to count rows or anything like that. We're going to just try and drive. Wow, can I drive straight, please? Thank you. Thank you. My driving has gotten progressively worse here over the day as the day's gone on, for sure. Although that's about par for the course. I do most of my recording in the evenings here, and so that's why my driving's always bad. That's my story. We're going to make good progress on this. What I'll probably do, let's make a few passes here, get a good chunk of this field going, and then maybe we'll start off a worker on this, and we'll go and see if I can buy or lease a cutter for the combine, and we'll try and go grab that contract, because a $3,000 would be a nice bonus here to the little bit of money we have. I feel like a cutter for this old combine that we've got is not going to cost me too much money. And doing a contract or two with it will pay that investment back off for me here in the fall. I think we're going to have quite a few contracts pop up over the next couple of months, and given that we're live streaming this and we've got such a small farm ourselves, I really want to try and move the seasons through. You know, I don't want to sit here and do a contract on every field on the map for sure, but we'll pick up a couple. We don't want to pass by all of the harvest season here, but we need to get a little bit more money, because I'm going to need to, at a minimum, lease a planter and hopefully a sprayer for the spring. So we still got to figure that out too. Those advanced driving classes from Trucker Matsy look like they're paying off. There you go. How you doing, Scooter's Workbench? Good to see you as always, sir. Gotta hop right in here. So this would be a... How many rows is this equivalent to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 rows of tillage here. Perfect size for our little farm. Yep, this is working good. I think what we'll do, we'll see if a worker can handle the angles here. We're following the corn row here right now, which is honestly, I should probably have gone a little bit off angle from that. But what we'll do here is we'll put Pleasant View Farms implement here to the test. We'll make sure that it's working with an AI worker here real quick. And we'll get started on the next job for sure. We've got enough money here to justify letting a worker do some of our work for us so we can go make some more money. All right, let's see what you got here. I could have probably done a headland pass or two around the field, but whatever. We'll let him figure it out. We got these nice grassy areas. He's got this. Look at that. No problems. Off to the races. All right. Am I in new farmer mode? I am not. I should be playing... Well, so I started the game on new farmer just to get the starting land and equipment because it wasn't really set up well, in my opinion, to do it with farm manager mode. But then we came in and we adjusted the economic difficulty to hard. So we should be paying the highest prices for things like repairs and stuff and getting the lowest prices for our crops, which is kind of what I wanted to do. We didn't want to make life too easy for ourselves. And where'd that harvest contract go? Oh my goodness, it went away already? I should have grabbed it when we saw it before. It must have been that 10 o'clock hour rolled by and our contracts went out the window. So sad. All right, either way, we still want to go up and get a cutting head for our combine here. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop the header off up here. See if we can... I got to detach the PTO. If I remember right, somebody told me I had to do it on this side. There we go. Perfect. And we'll run this up to the shop. Man, this is dirty. We really got to work on affording a pressure washer here. How much is a pressure washer going to set me back? Oh, that's right. It's in. It's not here anymore. I'm still in. I'm still in FS19 mode in my head sometimes. We need a pressure washer. $4,000. That's a hefty investment here to have a clean equipment, but well, that's all right. We'll take the investment. There we go. We got to have cleaner equipment than this. We can't run this all the way down to the shop with it being this dirty. Pleasant View Farms, happy to have you in the stream, sir. I know you've got a little early morning. Have a good one, and I'm sure we'll chat tomorrow, sir. Nathan, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Oh, did I just get a wheelie? Let's try that again. And forward. Oh, we can get the wheels off the ground. That's pretty sweet. Toby, I did not put the Better Contracts mod on here. I was intentionally wanting to make it hard on myself, but not having any options for contracts is a little bit disappointing. So we might have to do something and then just limit ourselves to no more than, say, 2 contracts in a given month in our survival playthrough here or something like that. Oh, I love that. He's making great progress on this field, and it looks amazing. Loving these old school mods. All right, let's get up to the shop. We're going to pick up a cutter, and I'm not sure we're going to have the money for it now, though. I thought we were going to have a little bit more money because I wanted to get the larger one. Oh my goodness. We're riding wheelies, folks. I think the balance on this thing is just a little bit off with without a header on the front. That's hilarious. Enforcer, every time you get into someone's stream, something silly happens. Yep, combine wheelies. This is where I wish I was recording right now, because combine wheelies would be an excellent clip to include in something. Sarah, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Gregory, how you doing, sir? Yeah, stranded in Kansas. There you go. We've got the official Kedrick Farms merchandise finally. So it's funny is I mostly stood up a merch store just so I could get stuff with my logo on it for me to wear in live streams and stuff. So, but if you're interested, there's a link in the description of the video. You can get t-shirts, hoodies, hats, all kinds of little things with the logo on there. This combine is incredibly slow. This is even slower than that Case tractor. Zeke, appreciate you coming by. Farmer Min recommended my channel. Well, I much appreciated. Farmer Min is a upstanding member of the community. Been around a lot longer than I have, for sure. Good guy. So I got to figure out where we're going to get $2,000 more here. And I'm not sure. I was really planning on doing that contract to get that money. So we're driving this up here. And I'm not sure what the next step is here. We might finish up this one field of tillage and then bump the clock forward to next month, because we don't have a whole lot left to do here in August. And so we'll just take the John Deere here up to the shop. We'll let them do a little bit of a tune-up while we wait for a header to come in that we can afford. And hopefully, by the time we can afford it, we'll just pick it up at the shop here and head off to do a contract. That's the plan. That's the plan. Toby, you like how the better contract mod gives you way better contracts to choose from and adjusts itself to the size of the map? Yeah, exactly. Richard, this is a Middleburgh by Nitrodad. Godly Devil SK is a copycat. There you have it. I did, I see, yes. I lose some of the messages in the shuffle here. Look and fly. I have not messed with the new VIP contract mod. I'm kind of curious to see how that works. Farm Alls forever, looking good in the old school mods. Yeah, it's been fun. You know, I'm usually more of a modern, medium to large size equipment guy, but there's just been so many great mods, and it was hard to pass up the opportunity to use them on a nice map with really small fields like this one. I think this is one of the few maps I could really justify running smaller equipment for myself. Richard, no, unfortunately this map is not going to be available on console. It is a 4X map, although a lot of that is decoration and border, but it's a fairly decent sized map here. I don't know where we're going. We're just going to park this right here and shut everything down. I'm going to head back up here to the farm, tabbing through everything. I should probably turn some of those off here. I'm going to get rid of our friendly worker here. Stop spending all of our money. We're going to take over and finish up this field of tillage, and then we'll bump the time forward here to September and see if we can get some contracts. We're almost done with this field. Looks like we've got a few spots where the stalks got left here as we went through and tilled, but that's all right. Farmhouse, you're glad you picked the old combine for Nitrodad? Yeah, this has been a nice starting setup. I really like the combine that Tired Iron Modding put together there. I've been using that when I was playing on Westby as well. Really like that combine. I'll have to point these. There's a few random spots here I'll have to point out to Nitrodad in the field that didn't quite get painted down right. I guess I've got a plow. Does this thing allow create fields? It does. We can fix this up real quick like. Yeah, that Gleaner combine would be real nice to go alongside this Alice Chalmers stuff. I agree with you there, Toby. I would love to see an old Gleaner combine come back into Farm Sim. I know we had some in FS19. They were okay, not the most fabulous models in the world, but they were okay. And I'd love to see those return to 22 at some point. We're just using Create Fields here to fix up these couple of little areas that we had bleed through for some reason. We'll get zipped around here and see what we got here. Zeke is asking what model Alice Chalmers this is. This is the 8070? Yeah, the 8070 here. Which I am not a, I'm not very well versed, I'll say, in my Alice Chalmers tractors. We used to have a couple of guys that had them near us where I was farming when I was younger, but I never actually got a chance to drive one, so it's been kind of fun to try out some different style equipment here, mix it up. We've got a few different brands on the farm, which is keeping things interesting. And we're not driving very straight here. I'm trying to catch up on chat here, and we're ruining our lines. Everything's crooked now. We'll see if we can get things, well, back on track, I was going to say, but apparently not. There we go. We want to get to enough money to spring for some really nice features, like a GPS unit for this old thing. An old white combine would be nice, or even some old white tractors would be nice again. And so an old Massey or an old International would also be welcome additions. And yeah, it's funny, I was actually talking to Kermit about this during the live stream a little bit, but it's amazing how many mods we've got out on the mod hub for FS22 already compared to the same time we were at in FS19. You know, I think we've already got more mods available in 22 than we had in 19. And we're, you know, just getting started with 22. So there's a lot of goodness coming out for FS22 here for sure. The 8070 is a 170 horsepower tractor with the Alice 7000, 8000. If you had 100 to the last two numbers, that's the horsepower. Oh, nice. Good to know. Oh, the white, somebody's already got the white tractors available for FS22. That's awesome. That's another tractor. When I lived in southern Minnesota, my grandmother lived in a really small town, but they had a white dealership, and so I always remember driving by and seeing the white tractors sitting out there next to the co-op. So never drove one of those either, but very iconic. They stood out. They were very different than some of the other tractor brands. Very unique looks. So I really want to see those come back here to 22, and this would be a perfect series to pick something like that up at some point. So there's also the four-wheel drive Alice Chalmers that's been released. I think that one's actually out on Mod Hub now, isn't it? I can't wait to give that one a shot. That ought to be a fun upgrade here once we pick up a few fields on this farm for doing a little bit heavier tillage here as needed. We've got a pass left down here, maybe a pass and a half. A little extra scriggly bits over there, and then a little over a third of the field left on the other side here. So I was a little bit worried that tillage was going to feel really slow on this map, and after using a actual like moldboard plow for our Westby save, I was kind of hesitant to do that again. So I'm really happy to have a chisel plow style to use here. This is working out really good. Zeke, your neighbor still runs his early 80s 105 horsepower four-wheel drive white Field Boss tractor. Yeah, those Field Boss tractors were I don't know, but just the one that you saw around a lot, I feel like. I'm gonna hop over here. I'm on the wrong row. I'm finding it's almost like when I was actually on the farm, you didn't have fancy things like GPS. You just had to keep that center of the hood in between the rows and get to the other end of the field here. We're doing good here. The 8550 AC is on the in-game mod hub. Yeah, that's where I think I saw it. Cool. There used to be a white dealer in Wilmer, Minnesota. Yeah, my grandma used to live down in Hayward, Minnesota. Little podunk small town. I skipped a row over here. We probably got a big gap. Nope, we're good. And so we always used to drive by that, every day on the way over to see her. I used to stop by every day on my way to college and make sure she was okay, get groceries for her, that kind of stuff. And she'd always make me dinner, and I'd do my homework and stuff at her house. And so lots of memories driving through town and seeing all the farm equipment and stuff sitting there. Good times. So who owns the Alice Chalmers brand? Is that an Agco owned brand? Is that how they're able to, they brought that all into all platforms now? I'm guessing it's an Agco brand. Yeah, Scooter, the free meal was definitely a highlight. My grandma was a great cook, and she appreciated the company. I appreciated the food and the company. Can't go wrong with grandma's cooking, that's for sure. We simplified our character appearance. I got rid of the John Deere hoodie. Now we've just got the black long sleeve shirt. I felt like appropriate trying to match up my gear. What we need to do is figure out if there's a way to edit the clothing stuff. Like, I'd love to be able to put a mod out with my own clothing, right? So I could wear Ketterick Farms gear in-game. That would be cool. I suspect Giants is probably not going to let you do that too easily, but we'll see. I figure if it was easy, we would have seen some clothing mods by now, and I haven't seen any clothing mods come out, but maybe I'm just missing them. Because if you can do clothing, there's going to be a Ketterick Farms hat and shirt coming to Farm Sim soon. This is a small enough implement. We got to make sure we're not overlapping too much here. We're almost done with this field. Hey, King Randy, good to see you, man. Yeah, I think one of the cool features that Farm Sim 22 added was that they put a little bit more effort into their character customization. Makes it more interesting. I just wish we had, I guess, more normal clothes. I feel like a lot of stuff is kind of over the top, where I don't really want to wear your custom branded giant, work clothes or jumpsuits necessarily. I'd like to, the hats and stuff are good, but I want some more normal clothing options. Scooter, Giants has the clothes locked down. That was announced back in December or so. Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case for sure. Otherwise, we would have seen it by now. I'm sure at some point somebody will figure out how to do it through an unofficial means, but you'll never see the mods come out on ModHub. Oh, we're making such good progress here. We're going to get done with this in, I don't know, 4 more passes here, 4 more rounds. Bib overalls could be cool. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Where's my, is it in here? No. Wardrobe. Like, we've got, some of these are cool, but this is our, like, the bib overall version. I'd like to see, oh, there's a jean version. There you go. I like the overalls. The overalls looked all right. That's not too bad. Whoops. They just want me to crash into the woods here. You tried to get me, Farm Sim menu. I saw you. I'm onto your games. Mighty Mike Farms need an AC/DC t-shirt and some cut-off jean shorts. There you go. That's an idea there. The cut-off jean shorts. I'm sure Giants did that because of the Peggy rating. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of things that, well, though, it's funny as I see, they do let some things in that surprise me a little bit, like the, and I'm not complaining, but the lightsaber mod and stuff like that kind of surprises me when it makes it into, the mod hub. But it's a cool mod. I don't have any problems with, some of that kind of stuff working its way into Farm Sims, so. But yeah, Farmalls Forever, that's the clothing options. There's actually, it's a little confusing, so you gotta like pick the right category to find something sometimes. You know, and I have a hard time where it's like, I know I've seen this item and I have to like click through every single tab before I can find it, because sometimes the shirts and the pants and the onesie outfits get all intermingled. I think that's one more of those spots we'll have to turn on allow create fields when we go over. I think these two little spots need some extra plow help here to be merged into our field. Kodog, do you know of any modders working on an Alice Chalmers for all platforms? I think that there's one on the mod hub already. There's a 4-wheel drive Alice Chalmers on the mod hub that's for all platforms. I'm almost positive. But yeah, King Randy, that's like, I would love to just get a Keddick Farms t-shirt, or even, you know, one for whatever, you know, the local farm on the map is or something. That'd be kind of cool. Middleburgh is not for all platforms. Middleburgh is a PC only map. We're gonna have just this little bit of scraggly cleanup here on the right hand side. We'll take one last little pass, and we're gonna bump the clock up to September here and see if we can pick up some contracts. Do a little bit of harvesting here with our equipment setup. Otherwise, we drove that combine all the way up to the shop for no good reason, which I hate doing things for no good reason. And it looks like that's all done here, so let's get this back up in the yard here. Permas, you think you're done? You're done tonight trying to tinker with skin meshes? Yeah, nice. I know you've been working on some new mods here. Excited to try those out soon. Let's clean up this little bit that I apparently missed earlier. Oof, there we go. Sneak right on through here. Now, we don't have any cattle or anything, so I don't see any reason to be closing these wire gates behind us. We're going to take this right up here into the yard now. I think we're going to need to take the duals back off of this tractor and use it for the gravity wagon if we do some hauling, because we don't want to be taking the slow tractor out and about here. Whoa. I was also not paying attention to what gear I was in while we were doing tillage. I assume I was going as fast as I could, but maybe I should have paid a little bit more attention to that. The gearbox stuff on Farm Sim still gets me sometimes. I forget to switch ranges, and we end ourselves in a slow gear. All right. August is done. Let me just double check that we don't have anything crazy going on here. We've got one more field to do tillage on here, but we're going to wait a bit on that. Now, I could pay down $5,000, but before we took the day away, but I don't want to take the chance that we don't get a contract next month to put some money back in the bank. And so we're going to pay interest on our loan, and I'm really afraid of how much interest we're going to have to pay here. So let's we're going to keep an eye out on the contract window as we tick through the hours here every couple hours. Just make sure nothing pops up here. I don't think it will. We definitely had a harvest contract on here before when I was looking though, so I'm wishing to see the harvest contract pop back up that was there a few minutes back. Well. Oh, there we go. All right. Pause the clock. What do we got here, folks? We've got a cultivating contract, which we don't currently have a cultivator. Do we? Let's double check. We've got another little shed over here. I can't remember if we ended up buying a cultivator or not. We did not. What's a cultivator going to cost? Because we could do those two contracts pretty quick for about 8,000. And I know we've got a couple of these 20-foot cultivators. I guess we could stick with our Alice Chalmers theme. This would cost me $4,500. How big are these fields? I don't typically like doing tillage contracts because it's a lot of work for not a lot of money. That would pay for it, though. Field 27. How big is field 27? It's pretty good, but it's a nice long field. Maybe we do that. Maybe we set a worker up on field 27 and grab that real quick. We'll do that because that's going to pay for that that piece of tillage equipment, which is something that we need because I don't think our planter is necessarily a no-till device. So we can pick that up. We can set the worker off on his job and move the clock forward to get some things. Now, I haven't done a whole lot with Farm Sim 22 contracts. Can I move to the next month before I complete a contract, or do I have to complete it before I move forward to the next day? Like, do they run out of time at some point? That's the question. Just started planning on a map made Western Wilds, having a blast driving a John Deere 4440 and a John Deere 7000 planter. Nice. We almost ran into our bin here because we're going the wrong way. I forget there's not an exit out of that side of the farm. We've got to go out the driveway on this end here still, so let's get to it. You can steal the cows and pigs out of the animal dealer pen, snag horses, just an FYI, that's too funny. Toby, with tillage contracts, I'm okay to move up time, because what I'd like to do is get started on the tillage contract, but then jump to the next day and see if we can get a harvest contract going for the combine as well. I'd like to stay a little bit busy here. We've got an hour, and I'd like to get the next month going here. But I want the opportunity to do at least one contract in a given month, so that's why we jumped on this tillage contract here before it gets dark on us. See if we can't make a few bucks. I figure if the contract's gonna pay for the equipment that we're gonna put onto the field. Oh, we can put this in high range and go a little bit faster here. But yeah, if the contract covers the price of the equipment that we're missing, it makes sense to pick up our missing equipment as we go here. Yeah, I've got a slight delay on the stream here, I think as a result of some of the lag we had at the beginning of the stream. So chat seems like it's probably delayed by 10 to 15 seconds on my end. So apologies if the round trip to answer questions in chat here is taking me a little bit to process. Plus there's a little bit of lag up here sometimes too. Yeah, Toby, this road is got some bumps to it, which on the one hand I actually really like. I mean, it looks like it's pretty flat. I think it's actually when I get on the edges, there's some really good bump in the right on the shoulder of this path. And so the duals are definitely picking up some of the tumbly road here. I could probably get the landscaping tool out and smooth it out a little bit, but probably not zoom out so far when we're in the trees too. See where we're going. I'm glad that our farm is not too far away from the shop here, because this is quite the haul. But it'll be nice to pick up this field cultivator and then head to a different part of the map, because we haven't really done too much outside of our starting farm here yet, and that's another one of the reasons why I guess a survival type series is a lot of fun, is that we're going to take some contracts and get out and see parts of the map, and this map is definitely worth getting out and going and seeing some different parts here. Tony H, where did I get the John Deere 398 auger and the Versatile augers vintage auger pack? They're not yet out yet. BC Bueller is working on getting those approved through the in-game mod hub, I believe, actually. So I think his plan is to get them released for all platforms, if I'm not mistaken. He was just kind enough to send me early access to it to take a look at it and play around with it while he goes through the approval process. So we're going to be testing that out here. Hopefully we're going to get a harvest contract here and have a little bit of extra grain left over that I can toss in one of my bins and see how it works. King Randy, they do make a store deliveries mod is what it's called, I believe, or shop delivery. I think it's store delivery. And it will deliver it right to your farm, but it does cost some money. And as you can see, we're pretty low on money right now. So I am trying to save every dollar we can right now. Turbo FS, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Louisiana Farm Boy just hopped on your 8R 280 on Farm Sim and started baling. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Toby, I did actually remember the flashers. It's easier. Like, once I get on an actual road, I find that I do tend to remember more often than not lately. We're trying to retrain ourselves here. So we're heading up to field 27 here. We can see it's in the upper right-hand corner there. My camera's not blocking us, right? Yep. So we're going to cut over on the next major blacktop here and head up that way. Ryan, welcome to the stream, man. It's funny, I think that was the single most asked question during the live stream is, when's the next mobile game coming out? Kermit conveniently just ignored those questions, which was kind of funny. I did make a little bit of progress. I played the Farm Sim 20 mobile game a bit, but didn't like it as much as the previous Farm Sim mobile game. They took out a lot of the features, like the ability to drive your guy to different waypoints and stuff on the map. So, I don't know. I'll be curious to see what comes out next. All right, so this is the field here that we've got to cultivate. Wow, this field is a lot bigger than I was thinking it would be looking at the map. It's a good thing we're going to hire a worker to help us out here. So I think what we're going to do is just get started on the up-down roads. We've got plenty of room on either end, I think, with the roads there, the grass headlands and such. So I should probably start somewhere on an edge, but we started here in the middle, so I'll have to come back and deal with this guy here in a little bit, but we're gonna let him go here, I think, and bump the clock forward into September here. I really want to pick up a harvest contract and be working on that in parallel. Now, we're going to probably have to lease a header for the combine at this point because we spent all of our header money on a cultivator here, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just checking every few hours. I forget how many hours it is that you get a new batch of contracts. Looks like there's a new batch, but nothing in the harvesting realm, which is what I want to see. Farm Sim 20 is so hard to get dollars because in 16 you could watch an ad to get 25K. Yeah, I always hated games with ads. At least those kinds. I don't know. It was always rather painful. I'm not liking this rain coming though. That's gonna be unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't stop us from doing some tillage here. In real life it probably would. Things would be getting sticky pretty quick. And there goes our loan interest of $833. We have $825 a month of property maintenance. And then I have production costs on top of that. What am I producing? I don't have any production sites moving any materials. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of money every month. We've got to we got to get some contracts done here apparently to if we're going to make it past the winter here when there's not a whole lot to do. And that's what I was wondering. So apparently Farm Sim no longer lets you go negative on worker wages. You have to actually have the money to pay the worker. That is going to be a little bit unfortunate here. So I guess we're back to driving the tillage here until we get a little bit more money in the bank. Let me pop this open, see if any... Lots of fertilizing contracts, not a lot of harvesting contracts. What's our map look like? Growth map. Yeah, not a lot of stuff ready for harvest yet. We got another month to go here. That's gonna be crazy. Crazy. Make sure I turned off moonshine. I don't have anything in moonshine. Is it all these greenhouses that are costing me money, maybe? These are both turned off. Materials missing, right? Deactivate? Oh, maybe it was costing me money just because they were activated. Alright. Well, a lesson learned. See these people on YouTube download mods or whatever somehow for the mobile games, and it's so weird because I bet they get a virus. Oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful where you download stuff from for sure. And especially for mobile games and stuff. We are all deactivated now, so hopefully that solves our problem with too much money on those things. Let's see if we can bump the speed up here. Yeah, we were going way too slow. I can do... Well, that's too fast now. I can do 8 miles an hour here, though, in third gear high. If I go down to second gear, I only do 6. All right, third gear it is. No, this Alice Chalmers is not on the in-game mod hub. This one was released by Pleasant View Farms. He released them both on my Discord server as well as he has an itch.io page now. And so he's the gentleman who released both the tractor and a bunch of the tillage equipment that we're using in this playthrough. Toby, the new John Deere sprayer from Precision Farming is, or the Precision Farming DLC is starting to annoy you. Every time you run out of herbicide and go to refill it, when you're spraying weeds, it kills the crop, but yet the tractor don't. Nice. Justin Risinger, how you doing? Every time you join, I'm in dire financial trouble. That about sums it up. That's for sure. We're negative. Farm Sim won't let me hire a worker, or wouldn't let the worker keep going with negative funds in the bank. Go figure. So we're gonna do this job that I thought I was gonna hire a worker to do. all on our own. I guess I could let time go up just a little bit. We are going to have to finish plowing our own field this month, too. I was really hoping to multitask some of this stuff. We'll have to keep an eye on this because I really, really, really would like to get a harvest contract next. But I don't think there's going to be any harvesting in September here. I think we're going to have to wait till October without the way that the fields look. Yeah, everything's October, November for the most part. All the stuff in August, none of the oats or anything, we missed our chance there, so. Toby, not that you've ever been impressed with how crop destruction works in the game anyway, yeah. Although, I have to say, it's not horrible. I mean, I get the whole narrow tires thing feels a little bit weird, but I'd rather have crop destruction on than not have it on, at least when it's working as intended. I guess I'm suddenly realizing, if I'm doing a contract, technically, we don't have to do the whole field. We just got to do enough to get credit. We're only 18%. Selling off that corn we've got sitting in the bin is looking more and more enticing right now. We've got 1,000 bushels of corn sitting in the bin here, and price is at $26.78. Wow, why is it so high? That doesn't seem right. That's oh, that's selling. You can buy corn from them. Gotcha. We're missing little bits in the field here. So our highest price sell point is 13 when we should be seeing 17 somewhere. So we're gonna hang on to it. We can't afford to take that much of a hit on our little stockpile of corn there. We've made a mess of this field here. I'm gonna balance this out and try and get the most of our pass here down, even if I miss a couple of little spots here. I'm sure they'll take it out of my pay. We're trucking now. Farm Sim Gin, you've never played with crop destruction on. Oh, for how poorly you drive. Yeah, that's funny. That's why I have that button there for when we drive over all the crops and wreck everything. Farmer Tech, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna knock this out hopefully quick. The longer rows are gonna help here as we get going. A little bit less turning around. And there we go. Cecil Simulations. If you have the AIG pack going, you could turn that into seed. Yeah, I haven't actually downloaded the new pack that's come out, so I can't wait to play with that a little bit here. It was a little bit weird that it wasn't just a mod on the mod hub. I understand why they did that, so that they could make it available on all platforms, I guess, because that was one of the reasons that Precision Farming didn't make it to, I think Kermit said Stadia, was because they made it a mod instead of a pack or a DLC. And so I'll be curious to see how that process goes. I went to download it real quick before the live stream, and came to realize that I have to actually go to the website and register and all that, and just gave up on that before everything. So we'll have to figure that out. And Nathan, I actually have a really nice steering wheel sitting right next to me here, but I got really frustrated because all of my key bindings keep getting wiped out for it every time I launch the game right now. And so until I can sort that out and I don't have to keep setting up my steering wheel from scratch every time I start the game, it's over here collecting dust at the moment. Especially like all the dead zone settings and stuff. Like, it just takes a while to go in, fine tune all those settings again. And so I really need them to get that sorted out before I can get back into using the steering wheel on a regular basis. Because I do use this setup for work all day during the day, so I have to like disconnect it and move it out of the way. And I think it's because I'm actually unplugging it and plugging it back in that we run into some problems. If you update mods from ModHub, don't start your game, quit and then restart, and the settings won't get wiped. Good to know, but also seems like a bug that they should just fix. Perma's seen one way to work around it is to set it up, then make the input binding file read-only. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Because I don't change my input settings, you know, after I get them set up, unless I install a brand new mod of some kind. So we'll have to look into that one, Permas. Oh goodness. Ryan with the $10 Canadian super chat there. Much appreciated, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Old man Jeb, 100% agree, you just have the same issue. Yeah. We had somebody else was in the Discord today that was complaining about the input settings getting wiped out. It's been fixed with the 1.5 update today. That might be the case. I haven't had a chance to try anything today. I got so wrapped up between work and the live stream with Giants this afternoon that I haven't. This is the first I done anything with the update. So honestly, I was quite impressed that my game even worked this evening. So after last patch, I was apprehensive. Yeah, Godly Devil, I could just create a copy, and then when it does get wiped out, I could paste it back in, but it's just such a hassle, for sure. Aaron, hello, welcome to the stream. Well, you've missed tillage, plowing, and cultivating here, so we switched from a chisel plow over to a field cultivator. We thought we were going to be fancy and hire a worker to do this, and then we ran out of money when the day ticked by. Wasn't quite expecting to pay like almost $2,000 in fees for various things at the end of the month. So the loan fee I was expecting, the property maintenance fees, and the production chain fees when we're not even running productions were both strongly unexpected costs. Blackout Gaming, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Perma's modding, the one thing you need to do is add the prompt to restart the game if it's detected you add new mods. Well, I actually like that you didn't have to restart, but then it turns out that you do, because half of the time the mods don't show up or work correctly when you add new ones. So I thought that they were just fixing it so you didn't have to restart the game every time, but really it seems like they just put the onus on you to remember to do that. Go Dog, have a good one. Farm Sim Jim, took you over 2 hours to get the patch installed tonight, kept giving you an error. Weird. Uninstalling and reinstalling the game, that's drastic. I hate when you have to go to drastic steps to get things working. They should just work. Yeah, we really need some GPS on this thing, though, because my ability to drive in a straight line is clearly not all there. I'm curious how far along on this contract we've gotten. I would have definitely picked a smaller field had I known we'd be doing it all manually. Permas don't have the issue considering your internet situation, yeah. Let's drive a little bit straighter. Ryan, am I buying the Kubota pack? So I actually got the, what do you call it? The season pass. So I'll get all of the DLCs Giants has to offer here. But it is exciting to see that they've added some new brands. I know Kubota is one of the more requested brands for Farm Sim. And as always, if you are looking to pick up any of the upcoming expansions, there is a link in my description that'll take you to the Giants store, and you can use the Ketterk Farms code when you buy your DLCs, and that'll go towards supporting the channel. Now, my real question, though, is are they going to include the North American variants of the Kubota stuff? Because the ones that I saw on the webpage, most of them were sporting some 3 points and stuff on the front, which I know they have here in North America, some for certain applications, but they definitely looked more like the EU-based versions that I saw. So we'll see how it works. Was weird that you had to go through the purchase DLC process to download the AGI DLC, even though it's free. Yeah, I agree. That did feel a little bit weird, but I think, again, that's an artifact of the fact that Giants is self-publishing, and so that whole process, I think that's just the only mechanism that they have to launch that right now. Well, yeah, I mean, Kubota's really more of a small-scale tractors anyway, right? I mean, they do have a couple of, small-ish, medium-ish ag tractors, but for the most part, they're more of a utility tractor. And then you see them a little bit in, some light-duty, hay baling type work. You're up on Farm 4 on Nitrodad's map. You've been working off and on for 6 days in the vineyards, and you're only halfway done. Yeah, I really wanted to go up there and try the vineyards. Maybe we'll do a contract at some point if a contract pops up, or we'll flip this over onto a multiplayer server, and then I'll buy the other farm, and we can do a contract for him just to play around with it a little bit, because I'd love to play with the vineyards. We did actually get a Middleburgh server running for our multiplayer community as well now. So I launched that today for channel members. We've got already set up, I think, 3 farms on that this afternoon. So that server is going to be hopping here pretty quick, I think. And I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with the farms on there and how quickly land gets snatched up, because they're all starting with $2 million in the bank, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that server develops. For me, it's always fun to watch how the channel members run their farms. Everybody's got a little bit different personalities, different approaches and play styles, and on the multiplayer servers, especially the bigger ones, land tends to get snatched up pretty quick. And we're also we also put course play and I think auto drive on there, because while the fields are small-ish in size, this is still a 4x map, and so there's a lot going on there. I'm just waiting to see the first time somebody creates an auto drive path up the side of the mountain over there. That's going to be quite fascinating to see how well that works out for everybody. The built-in farms cost $1.5 million starting. Yeah, so I thought Nitrodad had said that the starting farms were supposed to own that land to start with, and so that might actually be a bug, but you guys will figure it out. We've got lots of the old school mods from the Westby server, as well as my single-player game here put over onto that server. So hopefully you guys have got enough small equipment to get started there, and then we'll add some more things onto that map as the farms grow a little bit. Your play style, Nathan, small and somewhat old, exactly. How's that going to work with servers putting the new DLC on them? So I already put the new DLC on our Huron County 16X multiplayer server this afternoon. And so for the DLC, when the server updates, it just shows up as a checkbox, and I can check the box to enable that DLC on the server. So that process was actually super easy for me to do. Farm Sim Jim, you're debating building your farm on one of the river islands just to see it flooded every time it rains. That would be hilarious. Yeah, for those that don't know, in the river valley that we passed up right over there, the river, there's some islands in the center part of the map there, and when it rains, it floods out, and I think that's a really cool feature, but I'll be curious to see how things are handled when your farm gets flooded out. That'd be funny to see. It'd be awesome for somebody who didn't know that there was flooding on the map to go through that process like in the August time frame, and then have that first rain come through and just be like, oh, come on, you're kidding me. Daxton, I think the Millennial Farmer map is going to come out in FS22. Not anytime soon. So I know Mappers Paradise posted about that a few weeks back, and they pretty much said they have no plans to work on that anytime soon. They didn't say it wasn't going to come out. They just said that it was definitely not a priority project for them. Yeah, I saw that it doesn't hurt the crops, Farm Sim Jim, and which is cool. I mean, I honestly, I don't know that the game mechanics are in place to actually do crop damage with that, but it does look cool. And what I wonder is, does it affect your ability to drive? Like, is it deep enough that you'll get the, you can't drive through, that deep into water message or whatever? That would be cool if it at least prevented you from doing some of your field work while there was standing water in it. That would be really cool, actually. Well, that's weird, Toby. Like, I wouldn't expect that you'd even be able to join the server unless you had the DLC. So, I'm kind of curious to log in and take a look at it a little bit later here. So I'm going to take the headland pass off here because we got these big rocks down here now. I'm not going to be able to turn around on the shoulder of the road here like I've been doing. You harvested while flooded on field 16? Nice. Yeah, Cecil, I'm pretty sure that he's working on the Welker map right now. So I'll be curious to see how that pans out. I actually never played on the Welker map on 19, so I don't envision myself going back and playing a lot of the conversions of 19 maps that are coming out, especially those that I played already. But if I didn't play it in 19... I might jump onto it and give it a shot in 22. We'll have to see what kind of maps are coming out. There's so many great maps that have come out recently. I'm actually backlogged on early access map reviews right now. I've got 2 sitting in the backlog waiting for me to take a look at right now, and 2 more coming soon. So it's been busy. Godly, you said it didn't have the DLC yet? Interesting. Well, I didn't put the DLC on the Middleburgh server. I only installed it on the Huron server when I was giving it a kick. Our Huron server is a 16x map, and the save file for that is like over 260 megabytes now, and so it gets hung up occasionally when it tries to save. And so we find ourselves having to give that one a hard restart a couple times a week at least. Wonder if they'll ever do a 2X. I assume you mean like a standard size map for consoles for Clark Farms. I don't know, but I doubt it. I know MRG converted that map in 19, or made it, you know, from I think Clark from the Clark Farms actually made the original map in a previous version of Farm Sim. I played on the MRG version of that map, and it was a great map. It was actually cool because Clark Farms hopped onto a couple of my videos and commented a few times, so it's always fun when you get to talk to the actual person whose farm is being represented in the game you're playing. Joe, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Scooter, you thought they figured that out? If you didn't have the DLC, you just couldn't buy it in the store? Ooh, that would be interesting, because I would love to install the DLCs on the servers and then not restrict people. So right now we haven't installed any of the DLCs on the servers because I wanted to make sure people could still play on them. But when like the Kubota DLC comes out, we're gonna want that on the server because it adds the universal passenger stuff where you can have multiple people in one vehicle, which I really think is gonna be fun for multiplayer. And so I'd love to see that get onto all of our servers. So we're gonna have to play around with that here and see if we can sort that out, hopefully. Now, we haven't completed our contract yet. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. 98%. I was worried that it's because we've missed all these little bits and bobs here and there, but it's just apparently going to be a lot closer to the full size of the field here. No more getting 3/4 of the way done and getting full credit for the field, apparently. We're gonna get this done, though. This has got to be more than enough. I really don't want to have to go back and clean up those little strips that I missed. That'll be extra frustrating. You found it amusing when the Welker boys played on the Welkers map in 17? Yeah. I thought was funny was I did a Welkers Invades Millennial Farm thing in my YouTube videos, like, you know, a month or so before they actually did it in real life. I thought it was really cool to see them show up. Now, I had my HUD off. That's why I'm not seeing the message for the cultivating here. So we're going to complete that contract, and yay, we finally have some money again. That took way too long. Yeah, Nathan, the Giants is releasing a passenger mod as part of the Kubota DLC, but you will require you to have the DLC in order to support the passenger riding in multiplayer. I don't think I ever played the Oregon Springs map, Daxton. I guess we could fold our tillage tool up when we're driving down the road, maybe? Just maybe? And Toby, I agree. Actually, I think we talked about that on Discord, maybe. I think that the passenger script should have been released as, like, just part of a base game feature or a patch. It doesn't feel like a DLC type feature, right? You know, release the new equipment and stuff, you know, sure. But keep the game feature part to the game. All right, so we knocked that contract out. We're taking this back up to the farm now. We could do another tillage contract, but honestly, I'm not super excited about doing more tillage tonight. What I want to do is get this guy going on the field work we've got on our own farm. So we're going to take him up there, get him started on doing some field work, and then we're going to do the unthinkable, I think, and see if we can find something to do fertilizer and or lime. There's some contracts up for that. But also, we're going to need to be able to spread some lime on our fields at some point. So getting a dry spreader on the farm would be really nice. And I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to buy one, but I could lease one for the day. And we could get our own lime spread. Well, I do have the Wilmer installed here. That's not that expensive. I can't afford to buy it, but we can lease that for a few $100s. And we can get our lime spread on our farm. And then we can... also knock out some fertilizer contracts here real quick. I think that would be a great way to get caught up here. Now, we're going to get going down our driveway here. I'm kind of curious what the horsepower requirements are on that chisel plow, because I'd really like to use the that case to do the plowing if we can make that work so that I can use this thing to go grab that fertilizer spreader. Let's look in here at our plows. This thing is going to take, 120 horse. And this is 120 horse. Look at that. It's like it was meant to be. It's a marketing ploy to get more people to buy the DLC that don't have season passes, possibly. I don't know if I would buy a DLC just to get the passenger mod, though. That seems a little... I don't know, not worth it to me. I'll definitely use some of the Kubota stuff, though, like as a yard tractor, loader tractor kind of stuff. Have a good one, Nathan. Appreciate you coming and hanging out during the stream tonight. We can turn our flashers off now, I suppose, that we're on our extremely long driveway up to the farm. I do like that we've even got the hand on the gear knob stuff worked out for the Alice Chalmers here. It's the little details like that that you can notice even when you're outside of the cab like this and driving along. We're just bouncing around in here today. I'm really curious to see what that fertilizer spreader is going to cost me to lease for a day. We'll figure it out. Now, instead of putting this in the big barn, we're going to put this over in this lean-to over here. Give us a little bit of room. Oh, my goodness. Road Warrior with the $50 super chat, sir. Much appreciated. How are you doing this fine evening? We're doing well here on the stream. We're getting some tillage knocked out here, and hopefully doing some fertilizer spreading here in just a moment. Excited to be streaming again on a regular basis here. We got to get back to getting the videos out on a regular basis as well, but I haven't been skipping out on too many streams here, thankfully. All right, this thing is supposed to work with a 120 horse tractor, so let's see how well this does pan out. I really like this farm owl, and I really just want to see it do some field work. I didn't intend for it to be nothing but a auger tractor when we bought it. This chisel does look a little big on here, but we'll see. It says 120 horse, so we'll see. Well, I appreciate the kind words, Road Warrior. Much appreciated. We'll see if we can get this piece of tillage equipment through the gate up here, too. Put duals on it, that'll help. We should have done that before we headed out. Let me see. This thing does have duals, I think. Wheel setup. We've got duals. Do I have attachers? We might need a little bit of weight up here. We're going to skip the plow guide. Oh man, that's $1,600. We'll do it. We'll do it. We just want to make our lives as hard as physically possible. Every time we make $1, we spend $2. It's all good. I doubt the horsepower rating on the plow. I'm not so sure. We'll find out though. Welcome back, Mr. Simulation. Good to see you, sir. I do like these duals, though. They look good. Toby, that's pretty much, yeah, that's how farming is, right? Make $1, spend $2. Alright, so for this, though, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to try and take a couple headland passes off here real quick, just to give us a little bit of room to turn around on the side with the fence here. And what we might also do, because I think this is going to look a little bit weird, I'm going to turn on Create Fields here for a second. And we're going to clean up this part where all the stalks are off into the terrain a little bit. Might as well claim a few extra feet. Something about like this. And we'll smooth it back out as we come up on the corner here, and back to having fields normal. I don't want to mess with things too much. Let's drop this down a couple of gears here. And then we'll take one more headland pass off here on the way back over, and then we'll get the worker going. Now, 7 miles an hour is about top speed here, it looks like. Yes. Good deal. We'll drop that back down into high 2, it looks like, is a sweet spot. But yeah, we're giving it a workout. I could definitely feel it pulling on the hill back over there. So going up the hill is going to use up a little bit more horsepower than we've got, I think, but that's all right. We'll figure that out here. We just want enough room. We'll let the worker struggle through some of this, I think. I'll see if we can work our way over here. And somewhere right around here ought to be good. We'll let, apparently we're gonna let our sister take over here. Maybe that's mom, I don't know. She's got kind of gray hair here. Oh, she's got this. It's going good. But yeah, look at the pH value in our soil here. It's just horrible. And so we're going to need to definitely spread some lime. So what we're going to do is we're going to lease this thing that we've got here. Hopefully this is the one that works okay. I've got a couple versions of this mod, and one of them has some horrible particle effects. And yes, we're going to spend... Oh, that doesn't even cost me money. I was going to say we're going to spend the extra $1 to get a slow-moving vehicle sign here. Man, I really don't want to spend the extra money. I don't think we're going to need that much lime for our fields when we do it. And the lease cost is already costing me a pretty fortune here, and I have to buy product. So we're going to get this, and we're going to get headed up there. We're going to bring this up. We're going to pick up some product, and we're going to pick up a fertilizer contract. Let's grab one of these, or both of these maybe even. We'll grab one of these before we even leave the farm. I can't remember. Can I grab 2 contracts now? Because we were going to do 2 contracts in a month, and we did 1 last month. We'll do 2 this month, and we'll get a little bit of money going here from the fertilizer contracts real quick. Where can you find this map if you already said? So the link is in the description of the video. Map is by Nitrodad. It's available on his itch.io page. The squad. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Watch the stream with Kermit. Great stream. Nice to meet you. Been watching some of the vids for a while. It's good to see you in the stream, dude. Base game, you're allowed 3 contracts at a time. There you go. Yeah, we don't do a lot of contract work typically, so excited to play with a few different aspects of the game this series. Oh, we're hitting the grass. Let's get going. We've done this drive down the driveway like 5 times today, I feel like. We could have just left the cultivator up at the store, I suppose, but I would have had to haul it back eventually. I'm digging these duels, though. Makes the Alice Chalmers look a little bit beefier here for sure. Wonder if Giants is going to announce mobile soon. Hope so. Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with their number scheme. They messed everything up with Farm Sim 22 because the even numbered games used to be the mobile games. So I'll be curious. It's funny. Oh my goodness. We got to watch that blind corner. We're going to come back down here. I know I promised we weren't going to do any logging on the stream here, but I think that one tree is going to go before too long here. But yeah, it was one of the most asked questions in the live stream today was when's the next mobile game coming out? And Kermit conveniently just ignored those questions. So we'll have to see what they're gonna do. Just hoping you can get your farm built before it rains. Yeah, I don't know how easy it's gonna be, Farm Sim Jim, to keep building your farm out after the flooding starts. Probably even more than that if you consider the stream with Kermit for the background video, yeah. Oh, I just now noticing we've got a little bobcat sitting out here in front. That's cool. We've got a bunch of different mods out here, but the bobcat one is one that I hadn't noticed before. Now, the spawn point for this Wilmer's like off behind this pillar. We got to kind of work our way back here to get everything hooked up here. Hop out and get it going. Where are you connecting to? Oh, I have got a so Pleasant View Farms fixed the PTO on this tractor, and I didn't download the new version before the stream. So apparently our PTO hooks up to the window there, and I'm just gonna reach over and we're gonna crank it as we're driving. It's gonna work great, folks. It's gonna work great. Where is the co-op on this map? My goodness. We've got to find ourselves a little bit of dry fertilizer here and get these fields going. Map. We've got a BGA, Central Grain. Lots of stuff. Dealership. Yeah, it's not listed here. I know there's a co-op. It's all right here in front of me, I suspect. Yeah, right down the road here, apparently. So let's just hop over here. See if I can avoid smacking into this fence. We really got to get that steering wheel going, though. If they really did fix it with the patch like everybody's saying, I'm going to be super excited. Oh, my goodness. Get on in there. All right. Where is my dry fertilizer? There's a sign over here. Lime purchase point. We'll need that later. But I think that this is seed. Oh, boy. We'll find it, folks. We'll find it. This is a sell point. That's that lime water that we need for the production stuff. All right. Maybe it's a pull-through? Is there something in here? Oh, I bet it's in here. All right, let's do it. It's cool, it's an auto door though. Didn't even have to get out of my tractor. All right, let's see. Yep, that was it. Oh no, where'd all my money go again? Ah, sigh. This is turning out to be a little bit more of a challenge than I first expected, so bear with us, folks, as we try to find some money. We got field 40 and then field 96. We're going to start with 40 because it's up here and we can go buy some more fertilizer if we need to afterwards, but hopefully this will get us through. 25%. Fertilizer goes pretty far, and we might cheese out and make sure we're using a fairly low amount of fertilizer here. We'll hang a right and go a little bit closer to town, get those flashers on. Yeah, Godly, you got to remember my chat is delayed by, 15-30 seconds here, so sometimes you say something to me, but I don't see it for just a little while. Let's see here. Is this the place where I wanted to turn in or the next road? I can't recall. We'll turn here. We can always adjust. We'll have to adjust once we get up to the edge of town. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at the map and we're all over the railing again. 6 times, really? We're really racking them up this stream, folks. Yeah, it's interesting when it works, I guess. I like the idea of the automatic doors for sure. I just don't know if it has automatic doors, and normally on like property you don't own, you can't open the doors, right? So it's like, I didn't realize that those doors could even be opened, so it is what it is. The squad, appreciate the $11 super chat there. Here's some money to offset your loss. Also trying to one-up Ryan. Nice. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see. We're going right here. We gotta skip up a level. He's really gonna try and pass me on the inside. Man, the traffic is aggressive on this map, folks. I will give you that. I will give you that. All right. Let's look at this one more time. Not this road. This road would put me into the middle of town. That'd be a bad day. Trying to get this thing backed out of somebody's driveway. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. Scooters, gotta love Nitrodad and his love of guardrail collisions. Exactly. Well, that and was it DR modding? The 2 streams ago when I got the combine stuck in between on the bridge and I couldn't get off. That was pretty fun too. Gotta love those guardrails. Permas, if it's an unlicensed brand, it's limited to PC only. Yeah. I was surprised that they don't ban it from Mod Hub completely, that they still let it go on the Mod Hub, just not for console. That surprises me. I would actually expect them to change that philosophy at some point. Because otherwise it feels like they're officially endorsing a brand that they don't have access to use. It feels like legal trouble down the road for them at some point. Old man Jeb, appreciate you coming and hanging out in the stream today. Appreciate you coming out for the stream earlier today as well. So have a good evening, sir, and we'll catch you on Discord tomorrow, I'm sure. Let me know how your Middleburgh farm's going tomorrow for sure. Yeah, Brandon, better save those dollars for the real life furt. Exactly. It is, it's gonna get real this year. Okay. Now, I'm going to take the crash counter hit on this, but I know I say I like these barbed wire gates, but right now, not a fan. Didn't even see that one. All right, let's see. Not that field, this field. Oh yeah, we're going to completely destroy this guy's root crops. Awesome. With our big old tractor tires. Godly Devil, make sure you try the lower spread rate for that for max profit. Yeah, we're going to cheese it up a little bit here, I think. Deactivate automatic down to the low setting here. I don't think this, these root crops need that much fertilizer is what we're saying here, because we can't afford it if they do. We'll zoom out a bit here. Oh, wow, this thing spreads a lot wider than I was expecting. Look at that thing throw the fert around. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, it's Luke Gill. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you again. Doing good today. We're running some contracts right now because we are in the hole. We are very much in debt in this series, and unexpectedly, it's going to cost us about $2 grand a day to survive all of our loan and just farm maintenance fees. We've got like $800 or $900 in just random fees on the farm for property maintenance, which that was something that I don't feel like we had a lot of in previous versions. So we're going to have to sort that out, because we're going to go bankrupt here before too long. That's what we and I'm trying to limit myself to only 2 contracts per in-game month, because we're running one-day months right now since it's a small farm and we don't have a lot to do. But we're gonna struggle, I think, here a little bit in this first year especially. We get to that sell point in the middle of the winter when I can sell that 1,000 bushels of corn, and we might be in a better spot. Nagi, loving this map. Happy to hear it, sir. I can't wait to check out what you guys are doing on the multiplayer server sometime point tomorrow evening, probably. I know we've got the time set real low right now while everybody gets set up, so I'm expecting half the fields on the map to get harvested via contracts over the next 24 hours. I could really use a tractor with GPS, and I'm sure this farmer is really appreciating the fact that I'm driving diagonal across his rows of root crops right now. We're just trying to bust this out. We've got stuck in the pit of trying to get through these contracts tonight, and it has not gone well for us. We're definitely at a lot less money than we were when we started the stream, and while we picked up a couple pieces of equipment, I don't really feel like it's been a fair trade so far. Toby, I remember another time Garrick was in debt and didn't make the normal X9 money he's used to, and oddly, that Let's Play didn't last past a year. Had something to do with cotton farming in Oklahoma. Yeah, that series was interesting. And I'll say I could have salvaged that if I really wanted to, but man, is cotton farming slow. Those cotton harvesters are so narrow, and we were using the pack where you had to dump the loose cotton out and then haul it back and pack it, and oh my goodness, it took forever. So we completed this contract in relatively good time. Let's go ahead and take our money. And we're going to make our way down to field 96 and do the same thing, because we need that sweet, sweet money as well. And that's pretty much going to pay for this fertilizer and our loan, but at least we'll have some extra fertilizer to toss into our planter when we're planting our own fields here, because I think that's what we're going to do with the excess, is make sure that we plant our crops at the best possible rate. I don't think we're going to spread it, because I don't know what crops we're going to plant just yet. We're going to wait and do it with the planter. The Oklahoma series also gave me a chance to make kind of a sad remembrance video and use a bunch of clips from the whole series. I think that was the first time that I ever did that. I've got to justify the fact that I saved the raw footage to every video I ever record. And so I've got, I don't even know, terabytes of footage from all of my series sitting on a network storage drive in the closet. Got to justify it somehow. Best thing with precision farming is you can get 2 ferts with each field. Yeah. You can actually spread it out if you want, which is nice. Oh, and from a contract perspective, you mean as well? That'd be cool. Hayden, Unit Convert released a few weeks ago. So if you look down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that I've got 44.6 cubic feet of solid fertilizer here instead of having liters. If I could remember the key combinations, I could also toggle that. Is it left control R? No. What's the unit convert keys? We're going to crash into something. Right shift slash, and then right shift control slash. There we go. So I can also show it in pounds. So solid fertilizer, I got 2,000 pounds of fertilizer, which is kind of cool. I'm definitely digging that we've got unit convert out now. And then it doesn't work on every UI in the entire game yet. It's just the core ones. So on the main vehicle HUD here, and then if we come in and look at the commodity prices, you can see I've got 1,051.9 bushels in that screen as well. So hats off to Thundar Modding for pushing that out for the community. I did a video on it actually, so if you go look at my video, there's a link in the description that has a link to Thundar's itch.io page. The new John Deere CS77 770 mod makes cotton so much nicer. You paid $500K for it used and made $650K on your one field of it on cotton on Huron County, I'm assuming we were talking about. Yeah, that'd be nice. I haven't checked that one out yet. That would be a cool mod for sure. I know cotton's very profitable. It's one of the more profitable crops that are available, so I might have to give cotton a try again at some point. Tyler, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. We're driving all the way down here to Field 96. I'm running over my time allotment here. I want to get down here to Field 96 and see what this is going to take real quick. I can't hang out too much later tonight, though. I know last time we ran quite a bit later, but I do have house guests today, and I don't want to prevent them from going to bed when they need to. And unfortunately, my office is right on the other side of the wall from our house guests here. So at some point here, I need to pack things up and be a good host here. Not my house guest, my wife, but, you know, got to do my part. Toby, you plant it, I'll harvest it for you. It was on the Huron server. Yeah, we were talking about maybe trying to run cotton on there. It'd be a good map for it. I haven't logged in a few days. Hopefully our cows are doing good. I've been playing off stream on the Huron server with some of the staff team. It's nice to just get on and play the game sometimes. And so it's been my first off stream farm sim play that I've done since I started YouTube, I think. I don't really play without recording very often. So yeah, if you're ever looking to jump on and play with a group of us on the multiplayer servers. We're running 3 servers right now. We've got Huron County, which is a big 16x map. We've got Westby, Wisconsin, which is a 4x map. And we just started a Middleburgh map today, which is also a 4x map. And then I'm waiting. If we get enough console players that are interested, I will start up a crossplay server. I know a lot of people are looking forward to, I think Stone Valley is coming out soon. That might be a great map for crossplay. And if a good map like that comes out for crossplay, we'll get a server going there, and maybe I'll do some live streams on that server. Tag, I do not envision us being able to afford another tractor anytime soon. We are in some serious debt right now, so we're kind of playing in survival mode, trying to dig our way out of the hole here. Faber Farming, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. I want to get this contract done before we wrap things up tonight. I just really want to make a dent in this this money hole we find ourselves in, and I think it's going to be just enough that we might be able to afford that combine header, but probably not. Not after we pay all the fees at the end of the month here. We're going to be leasing a combine header, I think, which is all right. It's all right. Kingslayer, how you doing, sir? Yeah, I think we had one channel member that was interested in running on a crossplay server, and then that individual actually ended up picking up a PC here recently, so I'm not even sure we've got one right now. Oh, hello. We've got a line of cars behind us. We almost went past our field. Oh, yeah, this is going to work great for spreading fertilizer on sunflowers. Yes, this is exactly the equipment that I would use to do this in real life. Yep. We got this, folks. We're just going to close our eyes a little bit here and pretend that we're not committing great crimes against Farm Sim here. Luke Gill, awesome. Like, I haven't actually had a chance to download it yet. Today was so crazy. I was really hoping to get it installed, but I didn't get a chance to do it. So we're gonna have to get that on the old computer here tomorrow and check it out. It's exciting to have some more North American focused brands. You know, we'll have some more Westfield stuff, some West Steel bins, Batco stuff as well. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. But these poor sunflowers, they were looking forward to living a nice healthy life, and instead we're just crushing them. It's a good thing crop destruction doesn't work on contract fields. Joe, how you doing? Glad I got to discover your channel on Farm Sim's channel today. Well, awesome. Welcome to the community, sir. Glad to have you here. You're joining at an opportune moment. Normally I like to try and play somewhat realistically. Right now, contracts and a zero bank account are forcing me to do things that I wouldn't normally do. I can't watch. It's so hard to watch. We got to read chat. I can't look at this while we run over all these sunflowers. Kingslayer, how you doing? I'm doing good tonight. Tag, in real life, you guys just finished up 2,500 acres of corn with an 8-row planter and an 8410. Very nice. Yeah, I have to say, that's a lot of acres with an 8-row planter. When I farmed, we were on an 800-acre farm we were doing in southern Minnesota, and we had a 12-row planter, and I feel like that took a while to plant back then. So doing it with an 8-row, that's a bit much. Hey, it's Pork Chop. How you doing, sir? Long time no see. Glad to see you in the stream again. At least this is going to be a quick contract. Now, we are running through some of this fertilizer pretty quickly. We've got 17% left, though, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just putting a light dusting down, not going too heavy on things. We're cheesing it up just a little bit with precision farming here, which allows me to adjust my rates down to a pittance of what I probably should be putting on this field. And we're also going to drive right off this field as soon as it says 100%, because we just can't afford it. We can't afford it. Must be using the damaged sunflowers to save on fertilizer costs. There you go. It's like a mulching attempt. We're just going to grind them into the soil. You were planting with a 16-row, but a tree fell on it. Well, that would be a good explanation for why you had to switch back down to an 8-row. Save game is killing me here. I just wanted to check my contract progress real quick, because I think I might have missed the message. Nope, 95%. We're almost there. It looks like I'm going to have to take this whole spear off. 95%? Are we even going to make it? Is this one of those fields that's not quite set up right for it? I got everything down there. What did I miss? I must have missed some somewhere. Did that just say it was done? 99%. Where did I miss some of this field? Oh, a little strip right down the middle up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gonna cost us so much fertilizer to fix this mistake. The pounds are just going out the back. Come on, where's my 100%? There we go. So much for driving off and leaving whatever wasn't done. We ended up having to do everything there. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna need this fertilizer for planting, and we're gonna keep this thing leased. And next time, either next stream or if I do a video on this series, which we might start doing a video in between the live streams and kind of mixing it up, we're going to use this thing to lime our fields before we return the lease. Because we can't afford to lease it again. That's for sure. So I'll get this thing back up to the farm here, I think, off camera. And we'll wrap up the live stream here tonight, folks. Appreciate everyone that's come out to hang out tonight with me during the live stream. And welcome to all the new members. We've picked up quite a few subscribers on the channel today. And I know we've seen quite a few new names in the stream tonight. So welcome to the community, folks. And yeah, that's all for today. Kedrick, out.